I'm all excited. Two things just happened at once. By chance. Malarkey by chance. I decided to go around on the other side of my desk. It's hard to look at the camera and I see my face down here. But should I be looking into my face right here? Am I coming out straight here in the camera? Is this where you see me? Or is it my eyes? Because it's just my eyes. Two things happen right now. I just got home from work. My poor finger. My poor finger. Do you know what happened to this finger yesterday? Just because I'm not a nice guy, and I decided, because I was thinking about the other people, and went, oh my God, let me catch them on another trick. Because they never check anything. And I know it. And I just wanted to know in my heart whether or not there was oil inside the tractor. So not minding my business, at a business that's very close to who owns it, right? I am. And I went and I opened up the door, okay, for the tractor, for the cat motor. The name of the tractor, 7286. You don't need 4 numbers. The first number is telling you, hey, I'm 6,000. Every one of you are in my house. Oh, you can be as 999, but I'm 6,000. And everybody knows my tail's down. You want to start separating the languages, the letters, start understanding what is left and right and A, B, C. I want to know if we should have webbed feet. Because this finger and this finger, if you take a look, I got the ugliest middle fingers in the world. Can you see that? Look at the bumps compared to the other fingers. These are my hands. They're dirty again. And I didn't wash them purposely because I wanted to come here with the continuation of what woke me up this morning. And I'm not looking for what it smells. And even if there was a smell, you know what? Then something must be going wrong in my mind. But when I know everything is going right in my mind, that I'm doing right, personally for me, hoping, but knowing under the regulations and laws that I was generous and courteous to everybody today, and I danced my way to the other side. These thumbs. Here, you ever see my line? Where's that? Not that loin. We're not going to talk about the loin. Here's the line on my hand. You see the crease on my hand? Okay, you see that crease? We're going to fill that crease in. Like, I want to know. I was building today. I was helping my brother out with my son. It was great. I was up in the air, and all of a sudden, I said, oh my God, before I go up, I better check the ladder. And the ladder was not safe, according to me. I placed it properly, and I still went up. I said, what if I fall? I was just joking around in my head. What if I fall? Wasn't joking around, wasn't showing anybody. It was a personal thought. You can't go into somebody's personal thoughts at the moment. It's halfway through a thought. It hasn't decided yet. And you can think the same thing 1,000 times, but you don't have to do it ever in your life. There's lots of things I want to do in my life that I've never done before. And I'm not telling anybody. Guess. So for the rest of your life, you're going to wonder, how much do you really want to know me? How much you're going to be guessing? Because you can never know what's on the tip of somebody's tongue. It's nobody's business. Otherwise, it wouldn't be walking the plank. Let me think. I'll open one eye, but it's all the same. I see still me. I open 2 eyes, all I see is more light. Well, I'm not looking over there, so I don't need to see over there. And I'm not looking over there, so I don't need to see any there. We finished marking the hand right here. Okay, now I want to show you something. Hold on a second, I'm going to come back. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, we're going to use a little bit of this. And I think I'll take a little bit of this. I'm not sure if this is the one I want to take. Yes, how is everybody? Yes. It's, oh, I don't want the computer to unplug. I got to move my mouse and shove you over to the other side. Holy Mac! Must be the Broncos. Got to shut the door. The door was open. You see my patio door? There's my door. There's that big old door. You see outside? Oh, look over there. There's a witch. But there's 2 holes in a bat. You got to look through H. You see that little gurgler up there in the back of your throat? It's wiggling around. Don't forget, remember, that when you got 2 tails and you go to the right, the other one is going to the left. And if you got a split tail of 45 degrees, you went 45 degrees on each side of the center of 90 degrees. You became your own 90 degrees, but you needed to take out a certain amount for time in life. 7.5 times 3. 22.5 creation. 3. 15 times 15, 225. 75 times 3, 225. $2.25 is 9 times 25 is the birth. You cannot unjustify a number towards a number, because the only thing that is accurate in this world is what you know about 1, 2, 3 and ABC. Let's not take it any further. If we take it any further, then C meets A one more time, and he creates a D. But he can't create an A. He needs to create a B. A already exists. You need another B. When you're 2 more. Because if I'm born, then God delivers 2 spirits, because one is split. So both get a mix of the vibration, however they justify and distribute it, and how it comes into us. With the 10%, of course, are $200, which is 50 times 40, or 50 times 4, 50 stars in the sky. But 50 is 56. It can't be 54, because 5 and 4 is the same thing as 5 and 6. It's D and F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Give me the lights. Q, the gateway, open up the door. 52, 61, 34, the 7 gateway of 1. Doesn't matter which one. All you need is one wherever one goes. He is all and everything, and everybody knows. Everybody passes on by, everybody blows the wind and the fire, and one is out there forgiven. He's a Chet pallet, and he's not for hire. It's free. So this is what we're going to do. Then we go to 18 and really understand that when you count to 6, you really are a man. Because when we count to 6, we're actually going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, and 1 to 2, and 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. You have to count the place you stand on, but not counting 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. I want to ask you a question. Do you want ribs? Do you want to bring things together? Or would you rather just a whole world, my friends? Peace. All you need is one eye. All you need is one eye, my friends. Whichever way you turn the eye, whichever way you focus the eye, the fork. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. When you take anything of any value, how can I say it? No, let's not look at it that way. Hold on. Yes, let's go back to Jesus. Wait, no, we got to 17. So, because there's 6 sides to a cube, okay? Now, why a cube, okay? Well, first of all, if everything was 3, to go out and not to walk the same path and come home, you now take the y and you go from 1 world into 2 more worlds, a split world, okay? One of them is the return home. One of them is the way out. So no matter what you do, as long as you stay alive, the ball doesn't return home. We're in another world. We're born into this world. So we have 6. We take the triangle, which is not even a triangle. It's Rubik's Cube. Where's my Rubik's Cube? Where's my... Oh, there. Yeah, you see that? 5775. Where is that? Is that in front of it? Yeah, so why I said, you know what just happened? Um, look at this. Look at this. You get what you see what happened? I was today. Let me finish with this. Today we started with the ladder. I'll get back to wherever I was. We started with the ladder. I was showing you my palm. We started with the ladder. Well, guess what? I fell off the ladder today and I grabbed and I caught with my shoulder. And when I grabbed with my shoulder, it was not the thumb. The thumb didn't help me one bit when I fell off the ladder. It was the palm that holds my fingers, and I had a grip. A grip is a cold. Grip, whatever PE, it doesn't matter. When I say six, it's because six is the light. P, 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 I, I, P, 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 I. 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7, 8, 9. I, P, P. So we had 16, which was P, 6 and 6, and 4. And then we had 6 and 6 and 5. And then the R, 6 and 6, and 6. 3 times 6. 6 times 6 times 6, 216. Plus 18, 234, the coded vibration. 2, 3 equals 11. 2, 3 equals 11 equals 3, equals 3. The smallest number you can get. To go out of the house, to go right from the house, and to go back to the house through another path. And the only way to do this on multi-levels, and it ends up looking like a triangle when it's really a square, is the only way to do it is, let me get this book over here. Let's see if I can do this here. So the only way to do it is to leave the house here. You start here. Now you start here. You're on the Palm Islands, man. You're on the 17th hole. Yeah, look, you're on the 17th hole. The flag is in position. And you leave, you come over here. And you sit over here. And then you go over here. Okay? And then you come back home. And then you go over here. And then you go over here. And then you come back home. And then you go over here. And then you go over here. And then you come back home. You can go over here, you can go over here, you can go over here, but you don't go back home. You only can do this. You're sitting here, you go up here, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way. Let's count it from here to here to here to here. You end up over here. You understand? When you come back home, you're only allowed to take a step out of the house, and it all turns into. You want to see what it really looks like? Let me put down this camera here. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like right over here. Hold it. This here. See the angle over here? Okay. Now if I draw a line this way, okay, watch, I'm going to redraw that. You see that? This over here? See the triangle here? See the triangle here? See the sided triangle? See the sided triangle? This one is in the one area. This one's tilted. In this position, it looks like 9. You can flip it this way. You can also rotate it because I'm not sure exactly how the rotation goes, but you can turn it in. If I draw a line here, it will create a box split between up and low triangles. Are you seeing that? Let me see. Did you see that? You can see that, right? You see the black here? Don't look at the yellow. Only look at the black. Only look at the black. Here's 80. Okay? Only look at the black. Black, black, black. Only black. 4 cubes. And the cross. 4 cubes. 4 cubes. And the cross. This one breaks down. 9 and 12. 21. 21. This one breaks down. 23, 26, 29, 30, and 33. No. 30, no, that's not 30. That's 30, 30, 30 over here. No, that can't be 30. This has to be 30. This is 30. Okay, this is 30. See the Y? 30, 36, 34, 32, 30, 32, 34, 96. Right over here. The 921. And like I said, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. No, 28 is 28 is here. 28. 20, no, 28 is here, 28 is here, 29 is here, 30 is here, 30 and 27. This is 57, this is 21. 57, 21, 57, 67, 77, 78. I dropped a fishbowl with a treasure chest in it. All the things I've been gathering in the last year or two, okay? The ball, the golf ball, some kind of chip from a computer. Did my coconut fall? Oh no! And the coconut broke. Look. Wow, where did my coconut go? I'm going to bring you that coconut and show you. I'm going to go get that coconut. Wow, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't know where the other part of the coconut is, but it's right here. I bought a coconut and I filled it full with change and I gave it to my son for his birthday. And the coconut looked at me, he goes, "Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! And I put a coin slot between his eyes. Okay? This is what I'm assuming, that now that they say there's a cube in our head, I think it's this. It's this because the cartilage in the nose over here, okay, is that way. The horses, it's that way. The fruit, the mango, the way our fruits, and inside our fruits, the nut, okay, or the life inside our fruits and vegetables. Everything is included on how everything happens, okay? Every aspect per number. I'm not talking about what I know. I only can tell you what I have seen with my own eyes and shared, okay? Let me try to do this. I'm going to follow. Should I follow the lines? That's what it is. My line, you see my line? See my hand line? Straight across. And this one, where do you think it is? Twins. Twins. They're exactly alike. Two identical. You see when I open the crack? Try yours at home. Open the crack and close the crack. Oh, it's a Z. It's an N. No, it's a Z. No, it's an R. No, it's a 7. Oh my God, they're hanging out together. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at them all. The girls and the boys. There's 4 of each. There's 3 of each. Oh my God, I forgot. Don't count the Holy Ghost and Spirit because, you know, it's 2 for 1. It's a gift, right? It's a 2 for 1 gift. We don't have to have the animal-like species. We have to have the gift of the knowledge that we can use our brains. So, turn the clock 1 1/2 turns. That was a broken treasure stuff that I was collecting. I mean, look. Here, I'm gonna show you a couple of things I had in it. Oh my God, I just found something incredible. Oh my God, I just found something incredible. Guess what? Whatever I find is always incredible. Okay. First, let me finish with what I went to R, the letter R, 666. You have completed 3 dice. Game over. Now we have to go a little further. The next dice is for the decimal understanding the difference between the two sides and then how they brought them all together. 0 and double zero. Okay, the palms. So we go to three numbers, 18. Then we have 19. But 18 is a part of 19 because 1 is in everything. Well, 1 is in everything with life. Okay. So what happens now is that you have 18 plus 1 is 19. And 2 is in everything because 1 and 2 is in everything. 1 goes into 2. Open your mouth, 1 tongue comes out. You're ear to ear. That's basically 2 for me. 2 to one side, 2 to the other. 1 in between. Pretty cool, right? Because you got 2 ears. I got 2 ears. Give them number 2. You got 2 eyes. Give that number 2. But they're in between the 2 ears. So this is level 2. So when we speak 4 numbers, it's because the 1,000, like I mentioned before, says I own all you suckers under $9.99. And if I took $9.99 away from 6,000, all I would have is $5,111.11. 511111111. And if I added you to me, I'd be 69,999. But that's not the way it works, because it's me 69 to you, and then me 69 to you, and then me 69 to you. I am in between all the 9s. I am 6. You come to me, you go out. You go left, you go right. You go left. When you're knitting, every time you knit and you go to the right, okay, you're going to you. But every time you knit to the other side, you're only sewing you next to me. I own you because you're in my knit. I sewed you. I gave you the mind, and with the sowing, with the blessing of the pig, that I sow you. 50, creation of 50, the pig, the 3 worlds, 666, the 3 little pigs, 3 dice, 666, the big bad wolf. Well, you know what happened when they got to the hay, right? They got to the brick house. He says, oh, mortar, Moses, right? And I can get into a story about that too. Mortar, Mortimer, death, Sanglier, the blood, the royal blood, the Sanglier, the royal death, the pig of 666. It pays 180 to 186. Your cellular phone connecting all the worlds. Do you know what went on in the pig market in the last 30 years? Let me tell you one thing. In numbers, I haven't even looked. But in how much time I spent with the pigs? In my heart, all my life. The second house was matchsticks, and by the time they got to the third house, they burnt down the third house last, right? Didn't you know? Didn't you know what happened? No, I'm going to tell you the reality. They blow down the first one's house, right? And all of a sudden they come to the second one's house, and the first one's house started to burn, but the smoke didn't come to rise. He blows down the matchstick's house, which blows up the first house. The next house warms up, looks like a fireplace, the 3 little pigs. You got a fireplace, you got the bones, and you got the smoke. But what do you have in the smoke? That's right, Mary Jane, my friends. 13 and 10. Michael Jordan, Nike, the big high fly, go to the sky, don't you know? Is that good or bad? I'm not looking for good or bad right now, because it's all good and it's all bad. If they have a difference, then you have a reality. You have the reality of the difference, and then we can create the road and decide on your own what your perception is, but share only the basic logic of perception is only of our own, and understanding the difference, not to ego, Ebola, ego, same rare letters. Monkey, Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube is more than a cube. One corner is cut out, so one can come in between in order to rotate. Another monkey. What we can do, Buddha, what Buddha is doing, and what we can't do. After that, computer chip. On this computer chip, it says made in China, M47 time, 185, 67, 73. Okay, we know they run the wings, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, look. 2, 4, 6, 8 houses. And they connected all of them. The tape goes over all of them. They're all interconnected. 2 and 2 something in the middle, right? We're going to pull that tape off. Wow, look at that, eh? How do you think they run the world? Oh, I can see it now. Look at these army tanks. Look at these barracks, the barracks that we used to see, eh? Look at that. 8. 2 separate plugs, okay? And when you plug something, you don't look to the wall and say, wall, you got a plug, right? How are you made, wall, for that plug? All it says is what you can do and you can't do. This is the same thing. I have to plug this into 2, but it's only 1 plug. And this is only 1 plug, but it's split between this and this. So 2 plugs into 2, female and male, running the house of 8. 1 division, 2, 4, 6, 8. All divided onto the left, all divided onto the right. Bottom left, bottom right. Let's turn it over. Now let's start 4 and 4. So much I can do with this. Let's not go any further. Then the 7th gate. And wait a minute. Who was that? I don't see you. In building this world, regardless of whether the creator can zap this world just like he can zap a Nintendo game, or he zaps a real world, or we really have to build the whole thing. Imagine this. Melt an iceberg. Melt an iceberg, okay, the size of Neptune in the universe. Chip off the Neptune. Just keep melting them. And at the bottom is a melting pot, dividing up and moving over everything that exists inside of these icebergs. And then they make planets. They grow trees. They like to grow trees because the trees hold everything together. If you take the trees and the grass and the shrubs away, everything will fall apart. If you turn everything into rubble, things will come back to rubble. It's not common understanding. What length of nail would you like, sir? Give me this nail here. Okay, I'll use that nail to nail it in. Hey, General. Yeah, Yeshua. We need your help, Yeshua, with the building. How should we build this? He striketh thy nail, and he chops the heads off the nails. Did you see how? You see that? You wanted me to show you something? I'm going to show you something. Here's a nail, right? Right? But imagine if the nail comes to a piece of metal down at the bottom. There's a piece of metal down at the bottom, right here. So what the first thing that happens, it pushes itself, and here's a wall. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. Okay? And then there's a wall this way. Okay? These are the running lines. This is your 90 degree. These are your levels, your different levels of crisscrosses. Okay? Here is your 45 degree angle or 22.5 degree angle. Okay? Slicing off a right-hand corner, whichever one you want to say. But inside here, this is your nail. Okay? You're banging it in. Look at my hand. You're banging it in. See this angle here? I'm banging in the nail. Watch, you see the way I lift my hand? I'm banging in the nail. So that's the angle I have to use. Jesus was the one who built everything. He was the one who showed everybody and built and built and built and built. You have to see what he did. He did great. Hasn't anybody seen this yet? Of course they have, because I haven't read the Bible or listened to anybody or what anybody has to say unless I heard it from them. Well, that's me listening. So I open up my ears and I say, okay, Jesus healed the blind man. I will understand the blind man. Jesus was a carpenter. He was a car turnaround carpenter, and it becomes the arc-pentier, which is the one who builds the earth. He built and he taught. And he saved and he did whatever he did, but everybody knew off goes the head. So he bangs and bangs and bangs, and what happens to his nail? It comes all the way up in here, loops right in, loop to loop, crisscrossing the same thing that other lines will do. When you come into a squadron, you only can stay in the squadron, and eventually I think you run 2 spirals, one here, one here. Okay, I'm not exactly sure. You cannot get out. If you see this area here, this is the area you will be in. Okay, I'm assuming 2 areas come together overlapping, and then it wraps around the center hearts. These center hearts are the split of the Earth. I don't know how it works in the radar thing. Okay, there's many ways to look at it. Regardless, whichever way, I'm going to find the real answer to it. There's two answers right here now, probably more from those who see different. But this comes up here, okay, and at the same time, you have another one that comes this way. Hold on a second. This is the nail head. You banged in the nail. You banged in the nail, right? But the nail had another inch on it. It stuck out. Or you banged it to the other side of the wood, right? You bang it to the other side of the wood and it sticks out. You cut off its head. What does a nail head look like? I don't even know if I can design it, but it's like a diamond. It's like a beautiful diamond. But at the same time, when they say off with their heads, you see this here? The heart, off with the head. This is the heart. This is the T. This is the Pac-Man. If they said off with the head, do you see what this is here? This is some body parts that's going off onto the other side of the body, and they cut the activity with it, whatever it is. Off with the heads. We're going to do it one more time. I'm going to draw something different. It's this way. Now, either it's off with the head or off with the head. Why off with the head? Top, up, down. Off with the head. You put it underneath. You run two tails. It's only a head underneath the tail. It's no longer the same. I know it's a little bullshitty, but yeah, so Jesus was a carpenter. He built things. Interplanetary understanding of design is how you can move in all these squares. Because this is the universe. You try to prove this paper wrong. Prove this paper wrong. In fact, here's the company who makes it. Prove their coordination wrong. As long as I can go straight up and down, east and west, and everything is straight, I don't care if the paper was like this in here. I'll straighten it out. So we also have what Jen had sent me, and it's in, right? But in reality, it's in, and it's into 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But if you really take a look, it's 3. And I hold it like this. Don't you see the way it looks? 1. If you keep the more you bend it, okay, the more different it looks for what's inside. Because this one here has only got 2, orange and white, right? You sure it does? It's got 3. But for the angle, it only has 2. Now, I've really never turned this yet, right? But I'm going to turn it now for a second. Ow! Look at that, man. That is freaking cool. Now, is that not freaking cool or what? Huh? That is freaking cool. I got 3D here. Oh my God. I just made 2, 4, 6. Wow, look at all the mountains. Look at all that stuff. Let me see that again. I like it in the camera. You guys are lucky. I like it better in the camera. That's really cool. Wow. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I call them black? Because black is a combination. Remember we were talking about 18, 19, 20, 21? The problem with 21 is we only begin with ABC. 3. So the minute we get to 21, 2 and 1, 3, how we began, there's nothing else. So to reconnect, we have to start at 22 again and go backwards. So the minute you get to 23, you have to go 22, 23, and then 22 again. 22 and 22. You can't go any higher than 22. Blackjack, they say bust. That'd be 44, 54, 64, 65. So that'd be a total of 67. 67, 454. Absolutely. I really like it. And the answer to that is 6, 5, 4. And then it's 3, 2, 3. Federation 3, 2, 3, which would be 11, 11. and 41, 47, and 2029 plus 6, 35. Okay, this is what it looks like. 23, 22, 4, 5, 4, 6, 10, 5, 5, 10, 4 and 6, 10, 10, 10. It's 10, 10, 10 with the seventh gate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 3 is on this side, the 2 is on that side. No. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a pair. You pair it up. It's 3 4s together. It's a half away. 3 4s together. It's a 0.5 away. When it's 0.5 away, it's half a step. It's one inning. Nothing was put on top, not at least the way I see it. It could have been divided and doubled, okay? But these numbers are like this. 6 by 5 is 30. 6 plus 5 is 11. 30 plus 11 is 41. 30 gets a 0, 6, 47. 7 by 4 is 28. 7 and 4 is 11, 2. 7 and 4 is 11, 2. 3 times 2, 6. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 and 6, 11. Same thing here. 3 by 3, 9 by 2 is 18. 9 by 2 is 18. This is in the 3 world. He had to create 3 times 3 to create the 3 cubes. He needed a 1 here, and he needed a 1 there to split it. 3, 2, 3. That's the way I see it. This, okay, this, yes. Where was I? This will be 11. This is 8. This is 8. 8 to 8. Center of 100 is 20. Leave you at 180. Center of 100 is 40. Leave you at 160. 8 and 8. 8 and 8 in 2 worlds. So this is what we do. We go 90 degrees up, and we go 90 degrees down. We take 10 out of each one, put it at 80 and 80, put 20 more towards the center. 10 degrees, and then we take 10 degrees and 10 degrees from north, south, minus 10 equals to 90. Minus 10 equals to 90. This is equal to now 20, 80, 80. Okay, did you want to know what I was doing? Don't forget, this would be Grover Cleveland, the beginning of the piano. It comes together over here because it took these two to go here, and it took these two to go here to mix to become who they are, the joint. But this normally would end up over here. This is one level. You put these together, they would be at this level over here, actually. Okay, it goes down like this: 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 2 ways to do it. Start off 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, and other people will go 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 613. It's the piano code 313131313131, and it'll tell you the DNA strand and the type of the strand, but I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't go any further. So this is 18. 18 and 6 is 24, 25, 26 in the pounds. 654 is the Federation. 20 times 6 is 120. This shows you the universe that created the 2 worlds through pool. 120, 210 through darts. 29 and 6, 35. Why 35? Because on the 5 and 3 dice, you have the 2 that's associated with the 3. But the 1 dice and the 2 dice are not in association with the 3. Not in any link. Because when you get the 3 dice and you play this game and you go to a casino, in most games there's 2 and 3 dice that are rolled, because if there's no dice rolls, it's a different game. But when 3 comes out, it's a totality of 2. When you total the first 2 together, you're creating something. Something goes into something 3 to come into something to go up from something to arrive at something 3. In, out, in, out, in, out. I'm just trying to think. So that we were talking about the 21st letter, the 22nd letter, and blah, 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 23, 24. X is noted for X marks the spot. 10, it's also 2 sticks. This is a game piece explaining your directions and the game piece directions. for this. The X marks the spot. This is a circle of directions you want to go. You're a navigator, so navigate. Jesus was a carpenter, and he saved people. So I think Bible studies have to lighten up a little bit and start looking into what Jesus did and what man does today. We don't walk around preaching we're all gods. We do the job. He is the God. I am the God. He walked around, I am the God. Of course he was walking around to God because he was a professional carpenter. And everything about carpentry is about nailing something to the wall. So when he got planted up with 2 thieves, is because 2 guys stole from him. And he put him up on the cross because he was a builder. He was a master builder. Moses, a master builder. Noah, a master builder. Adam and Eve, they were masters of, I don't know, any kind of debating was good back then, eh? What do you think they were doing back then? Master baiting, of course. They were eating their own fruits. I mean, if everything had to do with water and splitting the ocean and debating and great at the jobs they do, well, Adam and Eve was masturbators too. I mean, 2 masturbators or whatever. I mean, Mass. Did I say mass? Like Chris Mass? You know what I'm talking about. Chris Mass. Open the ears and become blind. Take everything for nothing. Take each in its own for only its own and nothing more. Distort everything. See everything different. When you throw something, when they want to see how clean something is, usually they'll put a little hot air on it. So they'll put something onto it. It's fantastic. Whatever it is, it's inside of us right now. In all of us. In all of us that live, we inhibit, or we inhibit this element to be conscious with the spirit. And in this body, the T is right here. Is it not? Where is the T? It's got to be here, behind my neck. We got to rebuild the body and find where the letters are. Because I think it's right here. I think they block something. I think our heart is as some kind of doesn't have enough space to move. Or that maybe has too much space to move. Maybe it's not in its zone. Maybe they removed the zone from it. But I know there's something real weird. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. This is my Rubik's Cube. It's like a card. See the levels? But this is only 1 cube. I have to buy 2 more cubes. Anybody want to send me a Rubik's Cube? I need a good one. Pre-painted. Yeah, if you have an old Rubik's Cube, and look me up and send me it if you're not doing anything with it. I'll try and build things from it. Am I going to Hardway or can I just get them anywhere? Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Oh yeah, things change very soon. I have to clean the floor and the monkey's out of the barrel, and we had number 24. Everybody knows where 2 and 4 is. 2 and 4 is here. If you went 2, 2, 4, well then you'd have to go like this. Then when you start using your hands and your feet, now you know you're in trouble. They took 1 arm and 1 leg away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4. First. 5, 6, 7, 8. Second. 9, 10, 11, 12. Third. 14, 15, 16, 17. Fourth. Now listen to this. A and B equals 3. Now listen to me count it again. But we're going to count from 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. How many do we have? 9. How many rows did we take up? 3. What do we have? 3.1415926535. Herbie, I got your number, Herbie. Herbie, I got your number. Zeros and nines and angles. It's all about this paper, my friends. Everything will relate to this paper. Every and single entire thing you ever want to do. Can I do it? I don't know. I'm only telling you a story of what I thought, what I perceived, and what I believed. And now I only can tell you, if you come up to me right now and ask me anything, I may not know anything at all. It's like putting a key into a door, but you got 10,000 keys. Until the mind is in its own zone, 44444, I never know. And that's the way it's been. I never knew from the beginning either. What don't I know? How should I know? I don't know. Cheerio. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. This is what I sit in. This is my room. And then you know my floor already, right? You know my floor, right? And guess what? I've been here for 10 years and I still don't know who did it. Thank you for watching.